Here you see Alex Beach playing in his first PGA championship. One of a couple of lefties. This was Alex earlier. Well, every year, nearly 4,000 PGA club professionals compete to earn a spot in the PGA. It's a grueling process that includes advancing through section championships and the PGA Professional Championship, the highlights of which you just saw. Well, Alex, a PGA assistant pro from Baltusrol, suffered through several close calls and a lot of disappointment before finally earning his spot here at Quail Hollow this year. His is a story of persistence and grit of someone who refused to give up.
My first year as a professional, I was in contention and ended up double bogeying the last hole to miss it by one shot. The following year, I signed my scorecard incorrectly to miss it by one shot. The following year, I missed it by one shot. So there was a ton of disappointment. I so badly wanted to get to the national championship and knew that I had the game to do it. 2 years ago, when I finally did qualify, the PGA was at Baltusrol. It was kind of like all the stars aligning. If I go and play well here, I could play in front of my home, you know, what is my home now, home crowd of New Jersey fans. The day I was leaving for the tournament, I woke up and my leg was purple and swollen, and it was something I had never seen before. And I remember walking to work that day and asking my boss, "Does this look right to you?" And the look on his face told me everything I needed. He goes, "No." Ended up in the hospital with a blood clot in my left leg. Through blood testing, they found that I have a hereditary blood condition called factor V Leiden, which, as I understand it, is one of the clotting agents in our blood. I have more of it than most people. And I'm figuring out how I can live day-to-day life, let alone try and play golf. And I ended up still going to Syracuse. It was the first time my family was ever going to see me play. And it was such a mix of emotions between excitement and fear and uncertainty and just so many other things. I'll just never forget that week. It was the most painful mental and physical thing I've ever tried to do. And I missed the cut.
You know, I can't imagine he gutted it out and did everything he could to tee it up. You know, when you're fortunate to make it to a championship such as that, you want to take every advantage and make sure you're able to give it a go. But I can't imagine how much pain he was in or how much it really inhibited his game.
I remember thinking, maybe this is just my one little test that's going to force me to kind of figure out some things in my life and really put importance where it needs to be. Last year, once I got healthy, I fought back and ended up winning Player of the Year in New Jersey.
Once he got there, he knew in his mind that he was going to get back. He played great towards the end of 2016. He won our last major, propelled him very positively heading into the spring this year, leading up to this year's PGA Professional Championship.
To have that opportunity to travel out to Oregon this June, and out of 312, the top 20 get the opportunity to play in the PGA. I played well and stayed in it and kind of fought back a little bit. Regardless of how it was going to end up, I was very happy. Going into 18, you know, I know if I'm close, I'm sure I'm going to be nervous, and I wasn't. I just stood up and hit the ball and hit a great drive and hit a wedge to about 3 feet, and I ended up making the putt and found out I was tied for 16th. My phone's in my pocket and it's going crazy from all the texts and calls of my friends, you know, congratulating me. Although it still feels surreal, it's happening. I've learned so many different things, and I don't think I could have accomplished each step without the one previous.
For a PGA professional, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and knowing Alex, he probably wants to win. He's going to have a great time, and this will be, you know, an experience he looks back on for the rest of his life.
When you have one of your own members or PGA professionals, it definitely adds a level of excitement. I'll be making the trip out on Tuesday and Wednesday myself.
I know our members are thrilled, our staff's thrilled. There's a lot of support for Alex, and we're just really excited and really proud of him.
Being a PGA member myself, this game has given me so much, as it has many of my mentors and friends and colleagues. And so we're kind of tasked with, how can I give back? It's been fun for me to see some of the younger junior golfers who I've worked with over the years now start getting into high school and playing college golf, and knowing that I've given them maybe something along the way that made them want to, play more or practice harder and try and get better. And they're able to watch me, and I see the excitement they have. But it's a lot of fun, and it's great to give back, and that's really why I love doing what I do.
It's